Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. I may be only doing this part for an hour and a half hour. That's my main goal. But anyways, I'm starting right here because I just noticed like is anywhere I end the game at is that's gonna be the main menu because now we're in the cabin area. Well, we're in the hallway of the ship. That just right into the part last time. I just found that very intriguing. And continue the story here. As I take care of my leg here. Okay. One more on my upper thigh. Anyways, with that taken care of, let us check around here. But yeah, last time we were here, our dear best friend Cuz got murdered, despite looking like Miles Edgeworth. So I'm guessing Miles Edgeworth is just gonna fade away back to the future style. But anyways, with him dead, we're now accused of his murder, of course, because there is no Maya-like girl apparently, despite the fact that our assistant looks just like Maya. But apparently, I guess Ryu is part Mayan apparently. Yeah. Anyways, since Japanese like to make manga, how they go right to left. Well, I don't really have a particular. I just want to talk to this guy first, honestly. So I'll probably just work my way around. Excuse me, but can I ask you something? Why do you look like an ex-prisoner? Cause I don't know, cause like the straps on your face, actually your face remind me a lot of that guy I was talking about in the last part at one point, who was bleeding outside the mouth like Hosonaga, but he died of poisoning, cause he poisoned himself in the name of Dahlia, I think it was. But anyways, you, boy murderer. That wasn't a good start, was it? Alright, let me try instead. Oh, okay, well since you're a pretty girl, good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but can I perhaps ask you something of you? Oh, hey, Austin, what's up? I'm just playing some Great Ace Attorney here. Oh, damn. You little third-class ladies' maid? I'm personally taken aback by his reaction just because of the fact that she looks kind of cute in her little kimono thing. I figured that she's a cute little girl, like this guy would gladly tell her whatever she want to know. But ooh, oh. Well, I think hey, respect to that sailor though, because at least unlike Prosecutor Ouchie, at least the sailor is not a simp. So I mean, like we could at least give him the. So at least like it's better than when everyone was simping out for this rude lady in the first trial. And we seem to have caught the sailor on a bad day, Sasato-san. I did realize though, why did they bother putting Kasuma on the promotional material for this game? Because in the trailer for this game, they had like Ryu, the ancestral ancestor. Then they have Kazuma, the childhood or like the best friend essentially. Like, why even have him down if he's gonna die after the first case? Anyways, I am not Sailor. My mother gave me name. What was it? I am. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, this is a Russian ship, so everyone here are Russian apparently. Let's see if I could offend any potential Russian viewers in the future, right? I got 2 water balls with me, by the way, here. These are my main tools for how I'm going to be able to do this. Okay. I am senior crewman, Biff Stroganoff. Woo. The best thing is just to avoid eye contact, I think. Well, he seems like a nice-ish guy. At least he's talking to us, unlike the other guy. Mr. Streganov, was it? About this first-class cabin area. Here we are in the finest part of steamship. Berberia. Like bury a body, which was going to happen to Cuz later. Anyways, for some very important persons, well, sort of very important persons, government officials, kings and queens traveling in secret, many important persons. That is why I am always guarding this place. Oh, so you're always sitting there even... Okay. Gosh, that's amazing. But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in the ocean. But Stroganoff is not animal. Thank you, homie? If I may, I was wondering... Do you want to try to use like something that you're not going to be able to eye flutter your way out in this one here? Even type. Is the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's currently occupied? Is that a J where he's saying "ya"? Cause they use that in Trail of Cool Steel 3 for the Jaegers. And Sasato-san, do you understand that, baby girl? Okay, so that's a weird looking D? Anyway, da. I think it's probably Russian for yes. Or no. Great. It is not permitted to visit other cabins without invitation. Well, it sounds like there is somebody in the next door cabin at least. Yeah, Sherlock. Or excuse me, Herlock. I just call him whatever I feel like. Like, sometimes I might go with Herlock, I might go with Sherlock. I don't think I can say Sholmes. Like saying Sholmes is weird, though. So I might end up calling him Herlock Holmes sometimes. If anyone in the future have a problem with that, then you look beautiful, by the way. Whoever has the issue with that, trust me. Trust me. For anyone else, I'm a divorced man, so I am very good at smoothing things over. That what divorce means, right? Anyways, it's tantalizing, as Susato would say. Alright, so is it, Sherlock? Can you tell who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's? His name is Mr... I thought it says Grimsby, but no, it's Grimsby. I can't tell which sounds better. Roylott, he is a very important Western gentleman. That's a Western name? A Western gentleman. Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with murder of student boy. How can you be so sure about that? Mr. Roylott is an authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East islands. As low-key racist as that is kind of true. Oh yeah, what's up again, Austin? Like I said before, just playing some more of this Ace Attorney game here. Or rather, the Great Ace Attorney game. Anyways, that was harsh. Like, dang, man, like I wasn't even coming at you all like that. Coming so flat, cuz. Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard? That is not your business. Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, and I've been in Cuz's cabin the entire time, I've never once heard anything from the next door cabin, or even felt like there's anyone there. But presumably, since this gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, he must be rather important. Is that right? That is not your business. Are you on watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff? Is the name pun that Stroganoff means he's strong because of the STR part, or I'm trying to think of like I would imagine that the more foreign sounding names, even though they're foreign sounding, I would imagine that Capcom did put in the name pun, because for most other Ace Attorney characters, there's always a pun to them, like Phoenix Wright, where he's always right, or Winston Payne with how he's a pain, or like stuff like that. So I'm trying to think of I can't really think of anything about Stroganoff because, like I said in the last part, I had a boxing acquaintance that was Russian, that I semi got along with, even though sometimes we butt heads a lot. But oh well, all time. So criminals like you cannot come in or get out. I wonder, can you tell us anything about last night at all? Pretty please for a pretty girl in a kimono. It is sad about student boy. Were you on watch last night as well? Of course. And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? I thought he was about to punch him right in the face. So, head? Oh, no, head. I would be panicked if I were you if a guy just started flexing on me like he's about to punch me in the face. I'd be like, I put on my best Eastern boy, I'll put on my best Eastern boy voice and be like, I'm sorry, sir, I back away now. But okay, do you understand that, baby girl? I doubt it, but it was clearly a no. I saw nothing unusual, nothing at all, and you didn't hear any strange noises or sense anything was wrong in some way. Okay, I like how in these games apparently people are emoting more, so you kind of tell when something making someone feel uncomfortable or where they're not feeling exactly honest for whatever reason. So like this guy's looking out to the side now, so that means that there was nothing wrong. No, what you said was het. Sorry. I'm not so sure. I could have sworn that he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. This is enough. I cannot say more now. Oh, it's time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin. Yes, alright. I ain't doing that, by the way. Bulkhead to second class area is staying locked at all times. You escape when the lobster whistles on top of the mountain. Or as English say, when the pigs fly. Yes, I understand. Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we? Definitely. Oh, maybe I should have done him last. Oh well, I'm just gonna click on everything here. Alright, that's the way to the second class area, which is locked. Is something wrong? I was thinking about making a run for it, just for a moment. Things are not going well for me. I'm surprised that she didn't just say, well, that proves that you're guilty. But I imagine the moment you reach for the hand on the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead. Or deck you right in the face, at least. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there. No, I started with my talk of running away. And there's no way I could run away while Cub's death remained a mystery anyway. Oh boy. The situations Ryu get himself into. And that book on top of the table there really is huge. There's a pen with it too. Where do you see the pen at? Anyway, yes, I'm sure that's the ship's log. Shall we have a little look through it? I still don't see that pen. The writing is so neat and precise. I don't give a single... Girl, my life is on the line here. Come on. It's bad enough my homie's dead, but I'm gonna be dead right next to him. If I get found guilty. I'm assuming that when it comes to the Ace Attorney games, when they talk about they never talk about the punishment of what they never talk about the punishment for murder, but I'm assuming it's the death penalty. Like I think I said that before in one of the previous parts, but if I didn't before, I am now. You wouldn't expect a rough and ready sailor to have such beautiful handwriting. Well, there's multiple of them. Anyway, look here. Last night's log is mostly blank. Presumably that means there was nothing to report. Well, still look inside. Actually, still within the past 2 weeks, because the culprit got on the ship at one point, so I think they should have looked through at least the last 2 weeks worth of stuff. But whatever, sure. Ship section, please. Alright, this is like a plan of the SS Buria. It shows each deck. Look. I'm assuming that we're going to be put on trial in the English court when we get there. I'm assuming that this case is going to last for a good while. And the burial steamship with a triple skin hull. What a marvel of engineering. Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now, actually, but how does such a huge lump of metal doesn't just sink to the bottom of the ocean? And sadly, I am willing to say that I'm so ignorant that even I don't fully understand the logistics, but I think it's something about the way how a ship is shaped. Oh, that's really quite simple, Naru. Is it? Well, consider the Japanese archipelago. I don't even know what that is, honey, so... Okay, the islands of Japan. Yet they're not metal, but they are enormous lumps of earth. Many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't think, do they? They've been floating happily on the sea since the gods created them. Well, I suppose so. Okay, that's not exactly as dumb of a... Cause, like, if that was Maya Fey, I'm pretty sure that would have been something, I think something more silly would come out of her mouth. That's the one the ventilator connects to? I thought the ventilator connected to the one next to the cab, unless we came out that door to its right, and then we walked over here for whatever reason, but, okay. Rich Kasama wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging. Maybe whoever in this cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Well, if it's a murder, I doubt it. No, wait, I'm not trying to do this. No answer. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help with our inquiries. How annoying. Well, what about, where's Sherlock at? What do you think this is? It's a very pleasing shape, isn't it? You can't tell that's an alarm? That's an emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it. Oh, an alarm. Did anyone press the alarm? Just curious when the murder happens? Or it looks as though it says alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop. What are you doing, Nara? You mustn't touch it. But this is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs. You know for what that's not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring this vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'd be in an even worse situation. I wish everything would just stop, the ship included. If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else. What was that? Came out inside the cabin. Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman. Stand aside. What the? Where did you get? Where did you just? Did you just troll? To? You know what? It doesn't matter. I'm about to break the door down. Mr. Holmes, it can't be stopped. When the fit is on me, I revel in kicking down the doors off the bloody hinges. Please, wait, Mr. Holmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted. You can still kick the shit though, because someone might have that thing blocked with a chair or something. Like, I would still kick it personally. It doesn't. Then how the deuce can I dispatch this muscular urge? This testosterone? What prey can I kick? I think we should go in. There's no time to think about stress relief. No! I want to observe the mouse trap. Fuck. Who are you? Who are you, mother? But no, but what the woman asked. A Western gentleman. This man looks Russian to me. Well, technically Russia is to the west, so I think Russians are considered Western. Yeah, cause Britain, France, Germany, Russia, Germany twice. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, Russian counts as Western. We heard a woman scream. A woman, don't be absurd. As you can see, there's nobody but me in this cabin. True, this old man doesn't appear to be the only person in here. Look at the picture. If I were Ryu, I'd be like, I'd be like, screw the woman. Ain't this you, my boy? So who screamed though? Probably the person behind that door. Get out, all of you, now. Sherlock Holmes, please excuse the intrusion, but you're Mrs. Grimsby. Okay, Mr. Grimes Royal, I believe. Okay, so I guess we were standing outside cousin's room, and then we went to the center of the hallway, then started looking around. But anyway, yeah, that's me, and you are... I'm the one and only, the actual Sherlock Holmes. You heard me, no doubt. If this guy is indeed the murderer, what is stopping him from killing us right now? Besides Susuta being good at martial arts? No. I am a great detective among great detectives. One who is willing to cover the popular magazines, no less. So I assure you, you may trust me completely. And with a face like that, will you guys trust him? The man uses that magazine like a business card. Well, I guess famous people could. I guess famous people could just do that. A detective? I do not trust detectives. We distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. But there should appear to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So she's either behind that door, or she's... Oh, wait a second, is that the door we came in? The perspective of the starting point where the camera is throwing me off guard, because like that means that we ran in here to the back of the room and then we turn around and start facing whoever this guy is. So might I be supposed to actually open that small traveling case? What? Don't be stupid. How can anyone fit in a small trunk like that? Well, actually, like the lady, the woman could be a midget. I'm not sure that's the politically correct term, and quite frankly, whatever. But I think, like there was a woman named Bikini in Trials and Tribulations, and she was a midget, and she could probably fit in there. Don't look at me. He was right. Oh my, did you see that, Mrs. Naru? Yes, the case just shook. Shook? Why did I say shook? Oh, I don't know. Leave, now. Otherwise I call the steward. So this is because of his neighbor. Well, we heard a lady scream, and we have an actual detective with us. So Shums could override you here. There's no doubt about it. This strange Russian man is hiding something. Well, like with all the layers he's wearing inside this probably warm ship, because the ship is warm enough to wear something as loose as the kimono, and then that guy should be sweating in there a lot. Let's see if we can find some clues before that burly sailor returns. I'm surprised we're allowed to do that. Oh, we're not going to question this. This is my cabin. Get out. Could we just have a quick look inside your traveling case, perhaps? No. Huh. What a pity. Well, Susato, after hearing the woman scream and seeing that case move, if I was her, I would just assume that Ryu's innocent and he's just getting into another bullshit situation again. And there doesn't appear to be anything more we can do. I agree. Bet that great detective could get somewhere with Mr. Royal. Yeah, but first I want to talk to him. So, is it gonna be one of those things where you don't answer anything? No, I thought so. This guy is threatening to stab me with scissors, y'all. So, come on. If worst case scenario, there's two murderers on here, which would be Ryu here and him. But Ryu is definitely not a murderer. Okay, so I need to talk to Sherlock, is what the game is telling me. Okay. All right, Sherlock. I like the review footage I've seen before. I know exactly where this is going. So let's get this little deduction dance out of the way here. So what are you up to, buddy? You need to address me as Sholmes. I just did, isn't it? Yeah, but it wasn't cool enough for him apparently. Okay, I need a sip of water. Me. Okay, I think my voice is still active. Let me make sure my water bottle is not leaking. Okay, here we go. One time I didn't tie the cap tightly, and I lost half a bottle of water on my bed. Anyways, that's what I just did. Yeah, that's what I said. Well, Sholmes, what were you doing in there? Oh, just faffing about. While I was resting, of course. Resting? Indeed. I was contemplating our sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe while waiting. We tried to think like a Russian revolutionary, waiting for the inevitable time that you will need to call my great power of detection into service. Oh. And we're seeing that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Uh-huh. Am I mistaken? Well, no, actually, you're spot on for once. Well, I think he just, I think Sholmes is just trying to get attention. Whew, my neck was getting cramped. Anyway, our Russian host in this cabin, Mr. Roylott, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? Why, the truth, of course. Can that be applied to literally anyone else? Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusive. Yeah, okay, thank you. Exclusively for the Russians. Right. Alright, look, Sherlock. Just take my hand metaphorically and let's do this dance. Can you imagine how this Russian will react when the secret he guards so closely is exposed? Would you like to witness it? Oh yes, please. Are you good at fighting, Sholmes? Because with any real killer that you're trying to probe, they won't have time for your little antics. They're gonna just try to kill you up front. So I hope you're good at fighting, just in general. And well then, what are you about to see may well astound you. But this is probably one of the best parts of the games where you have these little moments with Sherlock apparently. For I am about to apply my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. Ooh. I need to make this sound theatrical somehow. Water bottle, give me courage, or just give me moisten my lips, please. Pause on that. Okay. Could this man be a more hackneyed portrayal of a dubious Russian? I ask you. I like how he just looked up. I like how he just looked up. From time to time, it occurs to me: is the fellow dubious on account of his Russianness, or Russian on account of his dubiousness? I really don't think either of those things should be occurring to you, or anyone. That's right, and Mr. Sholmes. I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first meeting, but I once read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence. It biases the judgment. Shh! I must have complete silence, woman. The music's stopping. What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that? Wait, he's looking at you? I thought, I thought you had his head down with his eyes closed. Ah, just as I thought. Yes, I've quite made up my mind now. There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Yes, I agree. This man is the killer. Okay, case closed. Mr. Roylott, I have reached two incontrovertible conclusions. I just read that myself. I don't know what that means. Oh, for a second I thought the music was fading out. What do you mean? Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. Using those shears, you're about to end the existence of something most dear. Are you not? Hiding your feathers behind your back like that is still pretty sus, my boy. And I feel like this guy should be trying to kill you right now. And number two, the other conclusion I have drawn, you are, at this very moment no less, in the midst of committing a most grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. That guy can chop off your finger, Holmes, with that scissors. Be careful here. Does it not? Oh, Naru, I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Shum's great deductions with my own eyes. That was a great deduction? Never get to see Mr. Shum's. In a single glance, he could deduce all there is to know about a person. Oh, wow, and this guy just like, oh shit. What? What ineffable twaddle. That's all something you would say to Rio. Oh yes, I read about it countless times in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. And now I experience the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. This is like a dream come true. Her smile is so cute, but at the same time, shut up, girl. I can hardly believe it, but all the color has drained from Mr. Royler's face. It looks like somehow both of Mr. Shum's conclusions were right. How? How could you? How could I possibly know such things? You wish to say? Very well then, I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was that I arrived at this pair of conclusions. So I will do cordially invite you upon a journey of logical discovery, a train of reasoning, as this guy is not going to attack us. Put planning, let us work through my deductions together. The great deduction. Some game reviews call this okay, old man's identity. I love this little zoom effect. The dubious looking Russian, Mr. Royler, obviously what catches the eye in the first place. But anyway, I think this guy is but game reviews call this a deduction dance, which is why I'm calling it a dance. Anyway, let's go with this. I love the spotlight effect. It's an enormous pair of shears in your hands. That is not really helping your case, buddy. Now we ask ourselves, what can you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Now, moving on. How did you come up with the conclusion that he was the villain, judging by how off you are? The main point is that we had to correct them on this. The question then is begging this. Why we desire to rid yourself of this magnificent beard, Mr. Royler? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter. If I was Mr. Royler, I'd be less intimidated now since he's off the mark. Regarding people with this morning's newspaper, in particular, the fascinating front page article, which it would appear you have read also, Mr. Royler. Who's controlling the lights? I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity is the article about the revolutionary. You know what? I think the revolutionary's face is a lot more because he has a full-on beard now. So maybe we're all just being a little bit racist here because he got the beard, yeah, but like it's not covering his whole mouth like that. Could put like just be like a little upside down U shape basically. Anyway, you cannot fail to observe the subject of the article possesses an extremely copious beard. Article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the first Russian revolutionary himself, Vadim Bolshevik. The only reason why I slightly doubt this is because of both of how the face actually looks since I saw their faces side by side. And not only that, you call Ryu, me, him, so not that I heard of you myself, you understand. Concluded, a revolutionary on the run. wrongdoing. Somehow I feel like this guy is an obvious red herring, sadly. Now, for my second conclusion, you are at this very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime, over there. Oh yes, Mr. Barola. Taking it unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. Ah, and I assure you, the eyes speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies furtive glass falls. The proof of your crime sits before our very eyes. Yes, the traveling case. It is time, I think, that the case be opened and its contents laid bare. No, I refuse. What can you possibly be concealing inside, we ask? By my estimation, a human body. A young lady, perhaps. One slight enough to fit therein. Don't be absurd. And what, pray, would be the identity of this young lady in the traveling case? Dear me, we are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless Cupidol betrayed you. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. And by the way, that Cupidol thing that he said betrays him, I don't know what that means. I don't know why I'm saying that to y'all. Oh, the princess, you're gonna say. Yes, the reason for you to open your traveling case, it could be found in the pages of this newspaper. For there is another most stimulating article. If we turn from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page, all the snaps. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet has disappeared from Shanghai. Such a headline can lead us to but one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. So why did a Russian revolutionary took a ballerina? Or I guess she's a princess, but the young lady name is Nikolina Pavlova. Kidnapping of a young ballerina. Or maybe she wasn't a princess. Let's conclude with Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this Russian enigma. Elementsky. So that wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about. Well, the stories are full of Mr. Chung's brilliant deductions, you know. But that did seem a little different somehow. Excuse me, Mr. Chung, can you come over here a moment? Pray, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Will you mind? No, go on. Well, to start with, there's the newspaper article. I think we had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other. Oh yes, I recall our discussion earlier. And at the time, I believe I told you I was testing you. As a man, the revolutionary, well able to revolutionize his own appearance. Okay, well since we got a face portrait of him, I'm thinking that this guy is innocent now. In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roy does look more like this man than you do. That's not the point. And another thing, the part about him abducting the ballerina, indeed, a truly startling revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman. Well, shouldn't we open the case so that she doesn't suffocate in there? Not just at first glance, it is too small, clearly. You'd be lucky to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, even if you push really hard. I don't suppose the missing ballerina is a 5-year-old child, is she? You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15. No, I didn't know. How could I? Well, if she's 15, then 10 years worth of her will be fucking out from the case. That's kind of funny, but yeah. Some years ago, I read something pertinent, I believe. Midgets exist, y'all. A troop of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain liveliness in their bodies. So you think that this guy force-fed her vinegar till she shrank? For such a sour bunch, it would surely be simplicity itself to contort oneself into the confines of that small case. Oh dear, you might be thinking of contortionists in the circus, Mr. Shums. This whole thing is turning into a circus. Mr. Nara, something occurred to me about Mr. Shums' deduction just now. I think his powers of observation are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of a matter almost instantly. Can Ryu be kind enough to point out the fact that he controls the spotlight? It's just where he directed his attention and his logic that seems a little off. The idea of a little may be a little off itself, Miss Sasato. There's just one or two key words in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering if we might perhaps tactically switch them for alternatives. What do you think? Switch some key words in his deductions. Yes, but very tactfully. I feel sure we can do that. We'll unlock the true genius of Mr. Shung's great deductions. For something I thought that was going through my own mind. Well, this is definitely intriguing. He is certainly a lot of work. At times, I wonder how anyone puts up with me. It's not that funny. And you, my good fellow. Sorry. Take a moment to look at your wrist. My wrist? Where are your handcuffs? Huh? How did... I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of deduction. Okay, yeah, dance of deduction, here we go. I don't believe it. Mr. Shums, you are a marvel. I wish it was a subtle animation of him doing that, though. And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrist when we are finished. I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this. So, let's begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Oh, I like that. Of course, I like that little 2D cut in there. I wish Phoenix Wright mentioned that his ancestor worked with Sherlock Holmes before. The dubious looking Russian, Mr. Rorlot, obviously what catches the eye in the first place. Is an enormous pair of shears in your hand. Now we ask ourselves, what could you possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us in the face. You were on the verge of using the shears to cut away the copious beard you sport. Okay, that's when he got put off. So I'm not sure, will you really use shears like that to cut off a beard? I doubt it's something I'll ever have to worry about. It doesn't quite sit right with me, though. It doesn't seem to be sitting right with Mr. Rorlot either, which means I suppose that the deduction is wrong. Let's try to switch a key word here, so that, see if it helps matter. Is there a penalty system if I get the wrong answer, or... I think we should start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Rorlot. I wonder if it's really his beard that he intends to use those shears on. Exactly. If we do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Shub's deduction bearer, then what? Then I'll leave the rest in your capable hands, Nari's son. Why am I the one to do something about this? Well, anyway, let's see if there's anything we could even use to switch around in that last sentence. What is Mr. Rorlot going to use the number of shears for anyway? Okay, so there isn't any strikes. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go throw this away real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, let's do that way. Oh, sorry about that. So back to this here. Ah, okay. Oh. I wasn't even, okay.
Yes!
Let's see what happens if I just say yes to this. Let's try correction here. Oh, wait a second. I did not know that. Okay, for you living on the run in your homeland, and the hat never left your head. As a result, almost unbelievably, your sick beard has woven itself inextricably together with your hat. But now you have an itch. Somehow you must reach it. Even that means cutting the hat off. What spectacularly contrived logic led you to this mindless conclusion? The same one with the beard? Oh, well, it's supposed to be a logic and reasoning spectacular, so I thought I'd contribute to the show. This is my show, Mr. Naruto. Can't prefer any particular experience on your own stage. How? This is hypocritical. Like I kind of I'd be more happier if Sassoto. I wouldn't be too much happier, but I would be more content with this if it was for what was her name? Sassoto to be the one to give me the strike with her trust and all that. Well, you know what? Like with all the disrespect I keep getting in this game, nah. Let's like it's rewind time. Well, of course the game all saves right after that. Well, you know what? This is gonna be my chance to examine the mousetrap. Oh wow, I didn't save after a while, did I? Alright, well let's skip through here. Let's speed through this. Yada. Sorry y'all, but well, this is part of. Well, I guess this will show you guys why I don't like to. This is why I aim to at least accept most strikes I get and most penalties, just because of the fact that I don't feel like having this circumstance where I might have to replace this, especially on camera. Okay, let's get through this. Talk to me, Okay, cool. Okay, see ya. When one be ya. Okay, let me move here. No, I meant like this. Here we go. So this is Cousin's room here, right? Okay, fine. You won't be rude like that. Your accommodation is confined to the wardrobe inside the cabin. You know how to make a stowaway feel small, don't you? As small as the wardrobe I've been calling home. The cabin are the finest on the ship. My own cabin is number 539, by the way. 500 and... How many cabins are there? Alright, let's see what this has to say about the mouse trap. Oh, trap for catching mice. Yeah. I think it would have been funny if they were thinking that if Ryu somehow escapes, he would fall for that piece of cheese. Oh, they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. Let me see. I think that's what it's called. They don't have cheese in Japan at this time? It's made from the milk of cows. Cheese. I wonder what that tastes like. You can't eat it, Naru. The shot will snap shut on your fingers. Really, but... I suppose you're right. You weren't actually going to try it, were you? All I had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Cosmo's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe. For you. I find a little snack for you later. Now that sounds condescending as hell. Anyway, let's get this over with. I'm so sorry, y'all, that you had to go through this here. Oh wait, I need to click on that book. Nothing like I touched nothing that was important, right? Okay, That they check everything, or like, well, evidently the mousetrap is not important to the case, apparently. Yeah. President, yeah. Really want the ship to stop, but okay. Okay, so I get the plot. Okay, and then Sherlock does a little flip. Okay, so apparently, looking at the alarm, the ship plan of the book was very important for the plot, apparently. The, get out of you, Okay. Sherlock's little that pose he's up with both his hands. I feel like that's something that a simp would. I feel like that's something like Alchie would give to a woman if you're trying to impress her. Let's say, even though I don't plan on that ever happening ever again. Come here, you. Yep, I want you to do I want us to have a little bit of a romantic deduction dance together, Sherlock. Yeah, sure, let's go for it. So this is pretty much like an actual cross-examination, essentially. I think it's kind of annoying that I deal with strikes from a detective who was similarly getting shit wrong, but oh well. Okay. I never saw any hint of yellow hair behind him though, so I guess I can't blame Sherlock for not noticing. The fact that he's being condescending about this. Alright, the game of the foot. Okay, well, he tried to cut off his hair, yes. But like, what was his actual crime? Or rather, like, what did he put that was alive, that was inside a suitcase, like a pet or something? No, wait, there's a rule against pets. So he's not going to cat. Wait a second though. What animal can make a unless it's a bird? Like, there's nothing that can really like emulate a bird sound. I wish there was a way to speed up through this specific moment here, but you can't. Well, his wrongdoing revolved around that suitcase. Unless there's like an animal toy or something around. So he just had the newspaper because he's interested in the Russian Times. I'm guessing. And with that, we caught up from my little silly blunder. I guess, kids, that's why you don't save scum. Elamiski. So that wasn't one of the great decisions I've been hearing about, right? But just in case you guys ever have the urge to save scum, be sure you save your game. Well, yeah. All right, so take out my cup, please, sir. Is he seriously gonna put the cuffs back on me after this is over? Okay, so let's begin. That's a good time to save. In case I feel like something is completely unfair. Cause sure, life isn't fair, but this is a video game, so. Sherlock, then his logic, spectacular. Okay, so now we have so now I have to go with the hypocritical notion that I cannot make any flaws in my assumptions. Alright, so dubious looking Russian, Mr. Rolla, I was able to catch the eye in the first place. And the number pair shared in your hand. Now we ask ourselves what he probably wanted for us to implement. So we're not trying to determine what he's looking at. We're trying to determine what possible. I guess the point is trying to figure out the motive behind what they're doing. Apparently. I like the question mark above the guy who's just like, what? Why do you want to cut your hair right now of all times? Alright.
Yes!
That's a very interesting effect there. Oh, I like how he's doing this now. You were on the verge of using the shift cut with the golden locks you sport. Why are you going to the sports part? Indeed, you have identified the precise detail I was intending to expose. Of course, Sherlock. Such lush golden hair certainly does not befit an old man. But it looks like it's part of his coat, from this angle. You're not a man, oh, you're a woman. And judging from the length and sheen of your hair, okay, so you're crazy cat hat lady. One's still very much in her youth. Oh no. If only I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected. The question then begs is this: why would you desire to rid yourself of these magnificent locks? Well, so she can blend in, of course. I don't care about that. I just care about what's in the case. That's pretty much what I'm interested in right now. Like, I'm not even sure about. I'm not sure what my priority is as far as the charge I have with the whole murder thing here. But me, I'm just curious on what's inside the. It's kind of like one of the things where, like, it's just like one of those things where you just have to know, like, what's inside the mystery box. Even though whatever it is, it's alive. And once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on the matter, and that's why we heard a woman scream. So I'm assuming her voice must be naturally deep if she's able to pull off a Russian guy. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence of identity is the article about the revolutionary. Well, that was a shock. I had no idea that woman was really a young woman in disguise. Did you? What? Why are you staring at me like that? Yes, it was a surprise. Nari-san, you're enjoying this, aren't you? Sorry? You look like you're in your element as you dance around the room deducing the facts with Mr. Sholmes. I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having fun or anything. That's his way of saying he's having fun. It takes a tsundere to know tsundere. This is strictly business, not strictly. Yes, I understand. Say no more. Well, anyways, let's focus on this next part of Mr. Sholmes' protection, shall we? The evidence that he's picked out doesn't fit the fact at all now. No, that's true, given that Mr. Barola is actually a woman. Exactly. He, or rather she, can't possibly be the merciless revolutionary. Unless that's a hoax too, but no, just by the picture, like, that man has a definitely, like he has, like, I saw the 2D portrait of him. He has a very distinct, manly-ish face. In fact, I feel like he could get the role as the Mandarin, and in Marvel. I suppose because the deduction of the whole had taken a different direction now. Yes, let's switch the evidence for something else. Something that fits the facts that we now understand them. For some reason, this woman needed to try to hide her true identity. I feel that I've either read or heard about a young woman in a situation like that recently. Alright, I'll do my best. Oh. I was trying to see if I could look at my evidence, but I can't. So what woman is he referring to? Oh, maybe his diary? Okay. And plus, you can tell it's not her because she has, her hair is coming through the front, not through the back. But then again, I guess she's trying to disguise herself. But then again, can't she just tie her hair out into a bun and just hide it beneath her hat? Like, I'm not trying to help her fake. I'm not I'm not trying to fake identity for her, but I'm just saying.
Yes.
Am I wrong? That deduction was wanting in every way. Yes, I want you to hear it. I'm quite proud of it. I feel like he could explain, like I won't do this if I like it was obviously wrong, but my line of reasoning is kosher, which I believe it is, and this guy's not even bothering to explain it. Like if we explained something like it and then they explain why it's wrong, I would accept it, but I ain't going down like that. If someone's not happy about that, then we can hug it out, I guess. So the article about the ballerina. So you're that girl, apparently. The evidence that reveals your true identity is, of course, the article about the ballerina. That's right, you hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novich Ballet disappears from Shanghai. It would appear we are finally able to address you by your true name. Okay, so you ran away from home for some reason. Yes, because your true identity is that of the Novich Ballet prima ballerina. Maybe I read prima as princess at one point, and that's why I think that she's a princess. Miss Nikolina Pavlova. I hope that didn't fall in your throat. Okay, cool. Okay. Well, now we see the front. Wait, did the code just change and now I can see her? No, not well. Pause, but anyway, like she looks kind of pretty. She looks kind of. She looks kind of sus with how her eyes are right now, personally. But somehow she's probably important to the case. My real name is Nina. I mean, Nikolina Pavlova. No, I think you mean your real name is apparently Nina. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone. So you took a cat for the reason. A ballerina on the run, huh? I like how Sherlock is just moving on because he just doesn't care. Which, quite frankly, is not really that important. Now, for my second conclusion, let me just say here. Well, since this is a big secret, can we just ask her if she's inside the damn case? Apparently not. You are at this very moment on the brink of committing a most grievous crime. Pet smuggling. And the proof of this crime, over there. Oh yes, Miss Pavlova. Take it on the weird. People have a propensity to let their eyes stray, you see. Ah. And I assure you, the eyes speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. Well, at least he's not hitting on her and sipping on her like I'm sure the judge in the court will. The answer we seek answers lie where the furtive glance falls. The proof of your crime is right before our very eyes. Yes, the traveling case. The woman is the ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. But clearly she can't be inside that traveling case as well. No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all. In which case, what is the crime this young woman is apparently committing? Ha, I can see I'm going to have to step in and fix this great detective mistake again. You seem to look pleased, Naru. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with... Stop it. Anyway, if I was him, just... Cause I feel like if he gets more into it, I feel like that would kind of show her that he is actually innocent since he's helping solve the crime. There might be something else this woman's up to. Oh, so she stole the tiara? Why?
Yes.
Wait, then why was this trust with the boat? But she also stole an animal, right? Or she had the pet with her. The proof of your crime is surely the tiara. I believe the tiara is worn on stage by dancers in the village ballet, is it not? Indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in this newspaper article. And if the reporting is to be believed, it's an item worth 20,000 rubles. Were you gonna sell it? In summary, the crime you have committed is theft. Oh no. Yes, you left your ballet troupe, unlawfully taking the precious tiara with you. You seem so shy and meek though, that you seem like an actual nice shit person at least, because typically, like as far as criminals go, you're actually a lot more pleasant than the last criminal lady. I have no one, no family, no friends. I'm all alone, and I need money. Why did you quit the ballerina thing? But I did not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say, an Earl of Persia. It belongs to me. Oh, that's a cute little pal. Okay, so it's like one of those legal things where somehow, some way, it's like a family heirloom or whatever, and like from a practical basically sense, it actually does belong to her. But, and this is a big but like the law is kind of funny where I think it's possible that someone could intend for their house to be given to their children, but unless they write a will, the bank might still just take the house or something like that, or like probably like one of those type of deals with the tiara. Probably because the tiara is just worth so much. This girl is only 15 years old, and she's run away all by herself. She must have been extremely lonely. But for her, I'm guessing her family died. Alright, I will tell you everything. There is no point to hiding it now. Come, let us not be hasty. What? There remains one unsolved mystery about you. Mystery? What do you mean? Why was the chest moving? You have staunchly refused to open this traveling case of yours in our presence. And the case has, more importantly, Sherlock, the case was moving. It is reasonable to conclude, therefore, that there exists some reason why you wish to remain it closed. Does not show, Miss Pueblo, Miss you. My dear girl, there is no sense of playing games with me. I'm Sherlock Holmes, baby. Nothing escapes my attention, girl. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case, even before I have ever laid eyes on them. Dear me. You are not well suited to a life of crime, are we? Your careless caballero betrays you. Okay, so you're committing a kidnapping. Once again, we need only follow your furtive glance to find the answer. Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the bookshelf on the books on the shelf. Wait a second. I just realized though, her bookshelf was just as messed up as Cousin's room. And that Ryu, for whatever dumb reason, fixed. He completely changed tag with his deduction now. I think Mr. Sherlock is adapting his logic to the changing circumstances, don't you? That's cute and all, but this is a serious thing. Well, more so the murder. I don't really care about the tiara. I don't care. Like so far, I don't really care about Miss Pavlova's element. But even though I feel like that's somehow she's gonna factor in on this case somehow. Maybe, but why had he suddenly brought the bookshelf into all of this? It's just a wild guess, surely. Oh, do you think so? Well, it doesn't seem likely that the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case would have been written in the book that doesn't even belong to her. Yes, that's true, but still, whatever's in there is alive. Miss Pavlova certainly leads the captain eyes in that direction. I noticed it myself. There has to be another reason why she won't open her case. It must be somewhere in the same area, and that's where her was involuntarily drawn. I agree, that's the only answer. Whatever she has hidden inside that case. Just in case, I need to save some BS. Okay, I won't hesitate. Should be revealed by following her gaze in the direction of the bookcase. Oh, okay, pets. I've seen this before. But lucky weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabin. Pets are also strictly forbidden. So what do you have, like a cat or a dog? Probably a cat because you scream, so the cat probably scratched you.
Yes!
I was right, yay. Yeah, the reason why you're free to open your case is written in the rules of passage. Pray tell, pray tell, pray tell. The adventure of the unbreakable speckled band. Well, since he said he saw the speckled band through the ventilator, somehow she gotta have some more higher weight to this besides some smuggling a stupid cat in. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabins. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Inside that case of yours, there's something forbidden from carriage in this vessel. That is the real reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents. And the fact that it's moving around a bit in the very beginning is obviously an animal, but that gotta be animal cruelty. And we've seen the trunk wobbles from time to time, but no weapon or other dangerous item will move of its own accord. Which leaves the one possibility, Miss Pub. Is that your traveling case? How do you guys know how to choreograph that, even though this is your first time doing this? Is the last item listed as forbidden in the vessel rules of passage a pet? I would have loved for the very first time Ryu just stumbled into Sherlock. Alright, well that's kind of silly, and somehow this probably gonna make Naru look like more like the killer now. That's my guess. They're gonna say that, well now since this innocent woman is here and all that, they'll probably just be like, well Ryu, you're the only obvious guy still. Elementary. Kill a little 2D thing. So clearly, you aren't who you say you were. No, I am not Grimsy Rorlad. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct. Besides the first deductions. You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your homeland. I was about to say you could have left your pet at home, or you could just left your pet back where it came from. But I forgot you were so lonely that it's probably like you probably have an attachment to it. Later that same night, you stole aboard this vessel, which couldn't have been easy. The Bird is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could you really have snuck on board without being noticed? Oh, I just assumed that she signed up as a man. In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman. And you intended to sever all links with your past by severing your long hair. Yet to a woman, hair is no trifling matter. Agreed. My personal recommendation is to leave well alone. So it was just you about to cut off your own hair. Who was it that let out the scream? Her, idiot. That veritable tickling of a bell? Well, none other than this young lady, naturally. More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me. I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disguise myself so no one would recognize me. As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man I see. And no one is like really not gonna have an internal monologue about how it's actually disguised. I put on the fur hat and fake beard that just before you came in here, I saw it in the newspaper, right on the page. That's dumb. Oh. I thought she was looking at the picture of the Russian guy, and she was like, "Oh shit, I look just like this guy." I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me. So you were looking, okay, so you were looking like your normal self before, but then you decided to get dressed up. So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible. I picked up the scissors in my hand and, okay, with the rash decision, okay, with that precise. At that precise moment, we walked in through the annoyingly unlocked cabin door. He still wanted to kick the door down. Things happen like that sometimes, don't they? Just like how you sometimes get accused of murder because you were stowing away in your friend's wardrobe. Things do indeed happen like that from time to time. Are those two even talking about the same thing? There's just one more thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? Right, it is my dear friend inside, my only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, you say to any of the crew, your secret is safe with us, I assure you. But in return, you must tell us, and as much detail as you can muster, about the events of last night. Yes, alright. I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naru, was it something, Mr. Shum's great deduction? It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what, but at least Miss Pablo has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed, it is incredible. I like how she got scared by him. One more time, and one more thing. Oh, yes, what? You put me back in, yep, I saw so. You put me back in handcuffs. How do you do that, though? Without us noticing. Your hands are cuffed again. What? But how? True to my word, I have restored your shackles. Good. When and why? There is still a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naru. I'm sorry to say, it can't be helped at the moment. Can't it? Really? Anyway, let's listen to what Miss Pavlova had to say. I can't go on not knowing. I found about what the special band that Cuz wrote about his diary really was. For person, I'm kind of intrigued myself. So what animal is it? I'm just curious. You can let him out now, since we all know. I don't think animals are allowed on board, according to the rules of passage. Don't tell any of the crew. No, like you're fine, baby girl. And they find my precious, and the barely throw themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. Would they do that to a pretty girl, though? So reassuring, Mr. Shums. But what sort of pet is your friend? He is, isn't it? Maybe an adorable little rabbit? Why would you go to rabbit first? Oh, you credit Russia as a land with small rabbits, do you? Don't they have small rabbits there, then? You may well ask. I have no idea. You two are miserable bunglers when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerinas' friends. Isn't it obvious? It must be a chicken. I would go with cat. To go and get, they're going, okay, here's the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs, and when adversary strikes, it can satisfy the needs of sustenance. Your friend. I remember that. No, sir. If I was her, I would start laughing, but, well, appears this friend's identity is a closely guarded secret not to be revealed. Ha ha ha. She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. But something I should like to show her, I think. But first, though, let me ask you about all this real quick. Do you know someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night? One of the crewmen told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. That's why we're trying to find out what happened. And plus, I'm a murder. And plus, I'm the suspect. Do you notice anything unusual last night? Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking. Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps the steam engine exploded. Perhaps everyone on board would have known that had happened. Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I'm still surprised that he's dead. I'm sorry. But all I was thinking about last night was what I had done and what they would find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me. Oh, I see. You're in your ballet company, haven't you? The Novice Ballet? Yes, I'm traveling to Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. Okay, so America's around. Okay. I will never dance again. Oh, yeah, this is definitely after the Revolutionary War. I want to forget everything about the ballet. I will start a new life. Were you abused or you wish to forgive? A shining proposition where you have that striking tiara as a reminder. But the tiara is mine. I need to live. For money or because there's something tied to you? I have no money of my own. The Novice Ballet gave us only a little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. Oh, yeah. Abusive. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself. Yes, and the crew of this ship, they have all been kind to me because they thought you were just a homeboy. They let me come on board, and they said I could hide in this. Oh, okay. So they knew you were a woman, right? Agreed. Yes, it does. What do you think about Mrs. Naru? Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlov's explanation into what conundrum. I'm not sure. Well, she already said that, she said that, she said like, oh, well, I was here in secret and all that, but how could that be? Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to the newspaper, it was only yesterday that you escaped from the ballet. Now, that being the case, it must have been last night that you boarded this vessel. Oh, what did she say? She said she was... Hold on, what did she say? Oh, okay. So all she just said was that they were just nice to her and all that. And maybe Sherlock is like, if that's the case, why didn't he hear about it? Because he was on there since last night. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, but yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done and whether they would find me. I didn't know anything that was happening around me. But yet she said that they're kind to let her hide out here. However, the other bird stopped by no port last night. Oh. Oh, shit. Well, okay, never mind. So how is it, pray, that you come to be abroad? She is the right woman, right? That is a ballerina? Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of the cabin came aboard. That is not your business. Is that her brother? Yes, you're right. He did seem to be hiding something. That would be kind of an interesting twist. An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage. Sorry, what was that? It's how the Russian newspaper described one of my performances. And that's how I came here too. I descended from the heavens because I am an angel. Considering English in your mother tongue, the description is very vivid. Mr. Jones once said, I never can resist the touch of the dramatic. It seems Miss Pavola is the same. A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty detection. Words once said about by myself. A quote from a wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. In fact, please buy my book, please, sir. Yes, yes, Mr. Shirley. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavola is going to tell us what really happened. Alright, so I need to present something, but I guess I'll drink a few more sips of this. Let's see here. Okay, you know what? I need to turn on the air conditioner downstairs. I wish there was a way I could put a break in this video here. Give me one quick second here. Advanced settings. Include videos. Okay. I wish there was a break button. Why wouldn't there be a break button? Alright guys, I'm gonna go downstairs real quick. I have to turn off my parents' air conditioning unit because they have to because apparently they can't, like, there's a table blocking the way to the air conditioner. We don't have a remote and all that, so give me a minute, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I go downstairs, go put myself over this table, just take care of it, but We're good now. We're good. Okay, with that, let's keep on going. I have a church thing to do tomorrow morning, or we're planning on doing some type of hike type of deal. So I'll probably do this for. I got a half bottle left. We'll keep on going for just a little bit longer here. So anyway, so I need to present her something, right? Oh, why did the customer write this? Look at this. I don't know. Okay, so that's apparently what you want to do, apparently. Do you know about this merciless revolutionary already? No. But when I saw the picture, I couldn't believe it. It looked just like me in my disguise. I'm the only one around here with eyes. Well, no, she actually agreed with you there. The other man, the one wearing the brown, he also said, so he said we look the same. Yeah, he said a lot of things, but I have a strong feeling that besides you and the great detective, you won't find another soul on this ocean. I thought, well, okay, Ryu, like out of all the weird stuff Sherlock said so far, that was actually one misguided thing I can actually understand. Mr. Naruto, I won't allow you to speak ill of Mr. Sholmes. No, I wouldn't dream of it. What you want me to show her? The diary? This is the diary of my friend who passed away. His diary? Yes, he wrote in it last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It read, 1:23 a.m. I could hear a faint whistling sound. And then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. What looked like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band, I don't understand. It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentioned joins to this cabin, you see. It's up there on the wall. In other words, this cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh. Miss Pavlova? Has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or the whistling sound, perhaps? No, I don't know anything. Oh. Is this a flashback? Excuse me, Mr. Roloff. Yes, what? Wow, she's fast. Oh, shit, oh, wow, shit, she's that fast? Okay. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to Captain's quarters at once, please. Alright, I will come now. What? You must leave, now. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us. Yes, please don't worry yourself, Mr. Rollout. Get out. The passengers are out. You want me to throw you out? Well, hopefully her friend don't start moving while this guy's around. What a pity. And so we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pelota's cabin, we were unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown to the passageway outside. Maybe I should have scanned everything around me until afterwards, but to be continued. So we're going to be on trial at Shanghai, or like, am I going to prove my innocence before we get to the port? I'm gonna see where else this leads us after this. 9th January, SS Buria, first class cabin passageway. Is that a thunderstorm? I wish man find some clue as to what speckled band might be. Well, I'll post this on the storm tomorrow, which officially starts tonight. I swear I just heard like a brum brum outside. It doesn't sound like a car. Anyway, I was just checking my weather app. Anyway, I wish we managed to find some clue as to what that speckled band might be. We didn't manage to investigate at all. And I imagine that we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that sailor guarding the door. Maybe we convince him to somehow eat the cheese from the mousetrap. He's clearly great at it to say, don't even think about it. Oh, wait a minute. What is it? Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go? Well, he's part of the police, right? When did he do that? He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrist. I expect an apology from this woman once we're done. Just throwing that out there. Okay, I guess we'll end for now, I guess. Guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys whenever I do the next part, which is sometime I would imagine tomorrow. Love y'all, stay safe, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. See y'all later. Night.